Right. Helen, I'm so delighted to have you back for part two of our
Thank
session.
you.
And just taking on from what you took us last, what we talked about, we were talking about relationships and the importance of relationships in society. One of the things I know you're very passionate about is living in abundance. And your
Yes.
books, especially Popstar, talks about that this
Yes.
idea of what do we need to do to live in
Yes.
abundance. Everyone wants to live in abundance.
Yeah.
Talk to us. What do we need to do?
Abundance, first of all, before we go very far, people call abundance in many words: prosperity, success, wealth, good health, happy life, dreams coming true. All those things are words we give the name abundance to. It means you have a lot of whatever you have dreamt of. And to some people, having 100 children, that's success. I mean, as I say, I'm wealthy, I have 100 children. To someone else, it has nothing to do with children, nothing to do with wealth. It's following their calling as a mission.
Mm.
And they abundantly are blessed on that path. They become mission workers. They are happy to see people live better. And abundance is a universal term for plenty, for bounty, for having a lot of. Now, when we talk about living in abundance, it's talking, thinking, acting, and manifesting from a point of having a lot, having what you need. And that I learned where I think it was around 2005, 2006 when I realized I had to change my language in order to change my trajectory. When you live in abundance, even what you speak, it's full of wealth, it's full of progress. But when you speak from a point of nothingness, nothingness becomes. Let's look at our habits, and I will start with the most mundane. Most of us, when we want to buy something that you really love, maybe you walk into what's your favorite store designer, Dorothy? Just to ask.
Uh, that has to be Karen Millen.
Karen Millen, you go into her store. Karen Millen, where she's Germany or France?
Karen Millen is actually that's a very good question. I always wonder. I think she's British. I don't know. I've never
Or
really,
work
yes,
for you?
right.
Okay, but you do like her work.
I
So maybe
love,
you go into,
yes, yes.
you love her work. I look her up. I didn't know of her. I only knew of Kate Spade, and
Oh, right.
I
No,
don't.
no, no. Please do look at her work.
I will. I will look her up. For you to like something, remember you're my mentor, so I follow in your steps. So
Right.
here we go. You walk into her store, and she has this latest. We are in winter in Kenya, but you're looking for a function in September and it will be hot. And you have this beautiful, beautiful function, and you're the guest speaker at that talk.
Oh my
You
God, I
walk
can
into
see the
Karen Millen's
outfit.
too.
Right.
Yes, you're going to look for the outfit, but you want a top bottom fit.
Mhm.
You're looking for a top bottom fit. You're looking at the hat or the headgear, the dress, the shoes, and the jewelry to go with it, but you'd like it to be your favorite designer. You
Mm.
walk into her store and she has this beautiful autumn or fall outfits for September. And you fall in love with the one that's right at the right corner or the left corner, and you're like, wow, that is what I want.
Right.
You walk straight to it, but the sellers keep telling you there is this one, considering your skin tone and your design and your body look, this one would look good. But you're looking at that one and you go right for it and you look at the tag. Your smile fades and you look at the sales people and you look to see if there's any other option. And you become so down and you say, oh, I can't afford this.
Right.
Now, you went there for that dress which caught your eye, your energy and that outfit connected.
Right.
But what have you just done? With your own words, you have cut off that it doesn't matter how good it's best. Oh, I want that. I wanted that one.
We went
Off a bit.
went off. Yes, exactly.
Okay, let me see.
It's me actually who's unstable. I'll kill my camera, and then let's see if that's better.
From okay.
Yeah, let's see. So start. Yes.
Okay, so I will start in the story of Karen Millen's store.
Right.
You go, you find that very beautiful outfit, and you saw that's what you wanted. You imagined yourself in that function with that outfit, and then you look at the tag, and your smile fades, and you look around to see if there's a second best, and you're not happy. The designer assistants will come and give you another option of a dress or an outfit within your price range. But even as you wear it, you will still be remembering that one that you didn't afford or you couldn't afford. Because of that, whatever you get will be second best. And in life, people do that all the time. What if you talked to the assistant and said, instead of saying you can't afford it or I can't afford it, what if you said, I want this dress, but I do not have this money at the moment. Is there a way I can get this outfit for a better price? And then you're told, oh yes, this one was actually a promotional outfit, and we are looking for someone who can take it. Forget the tag. We are looking for someone who can take it for half the price.
Wow.
If you had changed your language, the universe could have conspired to give you what you wanted. In abundance, it's not about what I cannot get or what I cannot do. It is about, is there a better way? Is there another way that I can get what I want?
So, yes.
Go ahead, ask first before I give the story.
Go on, I want you to finish the story.
Yes, a personal story about us when we were coming to Canada. At some point in 2009, the High Commission of Canada requested that we give them a bank statement for 2,000 Canadian dollars, US dollars, 2,000 Canadian dollars. No, it was US. The 2,000 US dollars was coming to 2 million on average, 2.4 million Kenya shillings. We needed a bank statement for that. At that moment, we had spent our money on some projects. We didn't have that money. We had the option of writing back to the commission and saying, we cannot show you that at the moment. Please cancel our application because they don't give you extensions. Or we could have sought another way of making that money manifest. How did we do it? I went to Mwalimu Sacco. I had my shares. My husband had his own savings. We asked our father-in-law to give us his savings and we put in our account, and a brother-in-law, and I took something from my family too, and we put it in our account, and we had our bank statement in surplus.
Wow.
When the bank statement was done, we didn't steal anybody's money. We didn't fake any money. We took that money and kept it in that account until, with interest, until it was time to come to Canada, when we decided to pay back those ones that gave us with interest, whatever they had given us.
Wow.
We would have had two choices: just give up and go, throw it away, or follow through. And this is my belief on living in abundance. There is always, and I repeat, always a better way. And if it's not better way, there's always another way. It's never a blockade. When you come towards something you desire, it's not an end in itself when you can't see it. maybe that path where you're going through is not the right one. There's always another way. And it's all over the world. Abundance is not just in the West. It's not just in the East. It is not just in the developed countries. It is everywhere, even in war-torn countries. I gave a story, I think it's in Popstar, where there's a millionaire made in the middle of Syria's war. In the middle. People are running away, but this guy is making millions. How does he do it? He has found a way to harness the abundance around him in spite of the battles, in spite of the war. We have these paths. We have ways. We only look at one that we see. It's not always that one. We are so visual, we forget we are more than four-dimensional beings. We have the mind, we have the soul, we have the body, and we have something that fuels us, the spirit. Each one of those can show you a way.
Right.
Just learn to listen.
Right. As you talk about that, I know that in mindfulness, one of the things that for me is critical is this idea of, it's called the predicting brain. And a scientist, Dr. Regina Pali, talks about the power of your brain. Whatever you tell your brain affects will affect your reality. So just if you say, I don't have money, guess what?
You will not have it.
You will never have it. If you say, but I'm blessed, this is what I have, I want that Karen Millen dress, you're thinking abundance, and you're thinking, or if you say, I don't think I can do it, I don't think I can do that, then you're limiting your options. So this idea of the language that you tell you talk about change your language in order to change your trajectory. But how does one do it? How do we rewire the stories we tell ourselves?
There are many ways. I would recommend, if you have time, to read a book called Psycho-Cybernetics. It's a book that was written in the 50s, but it's been reprinted. I think we have also a 2015, 2018 version.
I'll put the link in there.
Yes, it's called Psycho-Cybernetics. It's for those that love running through books, that's not a book you run through, because it's a teaching book. It teaches you how to rewire your self-limiting beliefs. And the story behind Psycho-Cybernetics is about a plastic surgeon who went beyond doing plastic surgery to people who have been burned, had accidents, or those that want a facelift, to finding out why people do what they do. Why do people change their looks? Why do people want to look different? And one of the biggest reasons people want to change their looks is self-limiting beliefs. You believe you're not beautiful enough, you're not plump enough, your boobs are not big enough, your nose is not straight enough, or you don't just come from the right skin complexion, you want to bleach yourself. All those things are self-limiting beliefs. That book talks a lot about even manifesting money, manifesting wealth, manifesting success in academics and professions. It's a good book. It actually took me 3 months to read, because I was also working on myself too. How do you change your self-limiting beliefs? The first one is, first of all, calling yourself to the consciousness, calling out the sin, the crime for what it is. Come to the notice that you are doing something wrong, because what you don't acknowledge, what you don't acknowledge, you don't change. You can't change what you don't know. So first of all is to know that you have been limiting yourself. You have been limiting your career. You have been limiting your wealth. But how do you do that? Like you said, saying, I don't have money, I cannot afford that, it's not in my league, that's not my type of people, or that's not my kind of a man. If you're looking to be married, or he's way too high up there, or she's way too beautiful for me, or she's too ambitious for me, and he's too hardworking for me, all those things. When you start calling out those negative, I will call them negative. People don't like saying that word. They're negative because they put blocks on your path. When you start calling them out, write them down. When you write them down, read them without saying aloud in your heart. And at each moment, feel that feeling you get when you say that negative word. Get the feeling, because feeling is like imprinting it. Once you imprint that feeling, you will not like it. You will want to change it. And ask yourself out loud, how can I change this feeling? You still have your paper with you or your book? Now write for each limiting belief 5 options of making it better. Once you write 5 options, read them loud. For example, I am not beautiful enough. I cannot get married because I'm not beautiful enough. How about this? I am very beautiful. I'm very strong. I'm curvy. I have this rich complexion. And I find people admiring my looks even without telling me. I know the right man is out there looking for me, and I'm ready to meet him.
Yes.
Write that out, say it loud. If it's about money, change that. Write your words. I can't afford it. I know that thing is a little expensive at the moment, but what's the but? Given time and space, I am able to get what I want. I am in a position to receive whatever I desire because it is my right. I have been blessed to be in this position to see what I like so that I can prepare myself to receive it. And spiritually, I am receiving it. I need to see the path towards how to receive it. Learn to manifest. Once you have written those, again, reaffirm yourself again about I am. You remember I talked about I am in that video.
Exactly. The power of affirmations, isn't it?
Yes. You cannot beat limiting beliefs without using power of affirmation. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am wealthy. I am gifted. I am talented. I am surrounded by opportunities waiting for me to take them. I am successful in my career. I am connecting with people and environments that are favorable towards my growth.
I am kind.
The universe is listening to my powers as I affirm this. I know, not just I believe and think, I know at the right time, I am going to get exactly what I want. Once you use the word know, you call your mind, your soul, and your physical body into the position of receiving. When you know, you know, you know, and you're in a position to receive.
You know.
Right.
Yes. Learn to do that. And people ask me, how do you, apart from just overcoming limiting beliefs, just like a shower, you don't take a shower once and then you say, until next month, adios, bathroom. See you next month. No. You take a shower every day. Why do you do it? Not because you can smell well. Your body is always working. It is shedding. It is sweating. It is accumulating bacteria. Your mind is not devoid of that. It is accumulating bacteria. It is getting negative talk from everywhere. If you watch TV, you don't even need another source of negative information. If you have people around you who are also having their own self-limiting beliefs, these are things in your mind that keep coming, whether by choice or not. You need to keep affirming positive affirmations every single day.
Right.
You can't do it once and say it's done. I do mine every morning. I actually have a book here. Let me show you. A friend gave me on my birthday last year, and I have written my affirmations, and they keep growing.
I like this.
I have.
Look at that. Yes, I was talking to one of my guests, Mudoni Njoba, who does
Yeah.
Unlocking Self-Love. She sells this beautiful affirmations book that I am
Yes.
fridge magnets. I am
Yes.
beautiful. I am kind. I am loving. That you see
Yes.
all around you, so you're able to remember, because we forget.
Yeah. We always forget.
We always forget.
We
But
are humans.
yes, tell me about. So yes, you have your affirmations and the belief in what you can do.
Yes.
About the company that you keep, how does
Oh,
that
you
help?
need, yes, birds of a feather flock together. Change your plumage, change your pride. You can't stick with the same. If you have been living with the clubbers, wala wanasema twende tukafanye business kwa club, and then you come home and start saying, I'm broke, I don't have money, or I have to get a way to borrow money or to loan. The only thing you're thinking about is the limitations and the things you have to overcome to live. You need to change that group to a group that says, let's do this. Let's find a way to do this. Let's find a way to do that. You don't have to do things. You get to do things. Because that's who you are. That's the essence of the personality. You're not pushed, but you get to do things because you need to do them. And it's your calling. When you change a group, if you have people who, like me, when I was in Kenya, I avoided people who used to say sina pesa.
Yes.
That included,
Right.
and that included my relatives. You tell me sina pesa once, you will not see me again. I am sorry.
Yes.
Next time you start telling me, siku hizi umenitupa, nakwambia si uliniambia una pesa na mimi kile kitu nataka tu kwako ni pesa. Then, not that it's money I wanted, but that tells me your general global view of life. That anyone who comes to you is only asking for money. So I avoid you. But if there's someone who tells me, hii kitu tutaitafuta, tutaifanya, we have to get this thing, we need to start to find how to do it. Now I'm going to that group. Because these are not problem makers, they are problem solvers. And I need people who solve problems in my life so that I can learn how to overcome my own. You need to leave groups of people who have limiting beliefs, who believe you're fat, you're short, you're too tall, you're too dark, you're too light for that and that. Those people with limiting beliefs will tell you, huwezi faa hii, huwezi fanya hii. The word huwezi, get that group out of your line. Go to people who say, kila kitu nataka unaweza fanya. Mradi tu una roho. If your heart is in it, do it. Those are the friends you need. So in many words, what am I trying to say? If you have been hanging around people with self-limiting beliefs long enough, you will find yourself with the same problems that they have.
Exactly.
If you hang around with people who are solving their problems, however mountainous or huge they are, and you see them cultivating through those problems one at a time, and they're grinding through that happily with a good mindset, if you hang around those people long enough, you will find it so easy to overcome the mountains in your life. They will change from being mountains to small mounds, to small anthills, to small bumps. Why? Because with every group that elevates you, you elevate your view. You change from being an ant down here looking at everything as big to being an eagle that sees everything as flat.
Right.
And all you need to do is to pick what you need in this whole vast, abundant landscape.
You know, I love this. When you said you leave people who say, I don't have money, sina pesa. For me, people I can't hang around. If you just start, I can't, that I cannot, or I don't, Kusha, because for me, when that you're starting from a place of disability, and then you cannot find the solution. It's like it could be a challenge, but we're going to get it. But if you say I can't, then where do you start when someone says I can't? Like, how do you start?
I always ask them, who said you can't? First question.
Right.
Who told you? How did you know you can't? You haven't even tried.
Right. Right.
I challenge that I can't. Who told you? How did you know? Because when faced with a challenge, we all go back to our default mode.
Right.
And our default mode is either surrender or conquer.
Right.
So whoever goes for, I will do it, give me time, I'll find a way, that's a conqueror.
Right.
But whoever says, I can't, their default mode is defeat and surrender. They'd rather let things pass because they don't want the torture. And they don't want to suffer double loss by losing, accepting that they are losers and again losing again. So they're so, I'd rather say no the first time and I'll be safe than do it and fail and then I'll be embarrassed. For them, it's either way, it's a negative.
Right.
For them, failure is an embarrassment. Instead of seeing failure as lesson one towards achieving your goal. They don't see that. So they need to change that default mode. How do you change that? Rewiring your foundational beliefs. How did you learn to say, I can't? When was the first time you heard it? Who said it?
Right.
And why did they say it? And how did you get to learn how to say it? Mostly, almost 99% of the time, it starts in the family. Again, we go to the same root.
Right.
Family. Your mother told you, I can't buy you a shoe because I can't afford it. I can't take you to that movie because I don't have money. Or your dad said, I can't buy you this because you learned it from home. And because they told you they can't, what did you do? You closed that chapter.
Right.
And then you learned anytime you're told I can't, it's a direct no. You can't go ahead. You can't move ahead. So what do? You also learn the best way to be safe, to not suffer embarrassment, is to say, I can't.
Right.
My dad knew me very well. And he used to tell his brothers that I was the type you don't tell I can't or I don't. I never took it from my dad, especially. It's okay with the brothers because I can't confront them. But I used to confront my dad until he stopped telling me that. And he adopted a new word. We shall see. He changed his talks from I can't buy you that book to we shall see. And I used to bargain with him when he says he can't buy it now. I'm like, but Dad, I need that book now. I have to perform well in school. I need to be number one in school. And I told him, I need it now. And I start saying, so and so has it, so and so has it, and they'll beat me. And I don't want them to beat me. Dad says, okay, we shall see. The next day he'll come with a book. I don't know where he used to get the money, but he got it. So in life, it's the same. Don't give life a chance to tell you no. And life never does, actually. It's our beliefs that speak so loud. Our old wiring speaks so loud that it spoils the rest of the sound around us. You don't hear that one, you can do it. This is the opportunity. This is the path. Right. Change your view. Change your wording. Change your internal wiring. Erase that word, I can't, and instead write in big words, I can.
Exactly.
I have it, and I always use this word. It's called, the Bible has that, by the way, Philippians 4:13. Even for those that don't believe in the Bible. Kenya is 8.
Christ who strengthens me. Yes.
All. Can you imagine the Bible? That's a very daring word to say. Right. All. So what does that mean? We limit ourselves. We limit ourselves every time. The universe, God, everything around us does not limit us.
Right.
So stop saying I can't, or I won't, or I do not. Because the moment you do that, you have just automatically cut that bloodline. The flow, it's cut. Right. Use words that empower you.
Right.
Even when you wake up. In Canada, I've learned about Canadian culture. People who are employed, when they wake up in the morning, the first thing they learn is a swear word. When they wake up in the morning, the first thing they sit down, swear word. And then they walk to the bathroom cursing. And I'm like, why do they do that? Wiring. And the whole of the day will be a day filled with negative, because that's how they woke up. When you wake up in the morning, what do you tell yourself?
Right. Gratitude.
That will determine how your day unfolds.
Right.
I'm always glad I say, thank you, Lord. It's a beautiful day. Any opportunity. Thank you for my eyes. I can see more than I can ever see. I will see more today, new things. And I give thanks for everything. And sometimes, even with my husband, when we wake up, we find ourselves in unison saying, today will be a great day.
Right.
Why? We've made it a habit. We work hard. Sometimes when we go to the field, we work very hard, but it's always a good day. Even with the challenges, it's always a good day. Always a good day. So start your day on a positive note. And that commands the charge of your day. It commands the role, the flow of your day. It even commands your thoughts. Because when you say positive, you've spoken to yourself loudly. Anything bad that comes, you're like, no, it's a positive day. We agreed in the morning, and you change all that.
I love
you
that.
change that.
I love that.
Thank you.
That is
that's
a way to really end the day, end the episode, which is use words that empower you. Start the day thinking great things. This is going to be a great day, and attract that positivity in your lives. Hellen, thank you so much for sharing these great pearls with us.
Thank you very much for having me. And if you ever have time, at the back of my book, this one,
yes,
there's Desiderata. That's my all-time favorite. If you ever have a bad day, read the Desiderata. You know it.
Oh, I memorized that, you know. Go
there you go.
amidst the haste and the noise, and remember what peace there may be in silence. That's mindfulness right there.
There you go. That's my motto every day. Thank you so much, Dorothy, for having me.
Thank you so much. And I look forward when you come back to Nairobi. Please do stop by and say hi to us.
I will.